Choi. As your financial advisor, I will teach you some of the calculus so you know that I'm not jipping you. Okay, now in optimizing your land, we have to work with what we have. You don't have a fantastically big area of land to work with here. We have 3 sides. One is blocked off by a barn where you keep all your animals and everything. And now, because of that, it's kind of good for us because we are cheap peasants. We are cheap, greedy peasants. So we have 3 sides to work with. That means 1 less side of fencing that we have to do because of the barn.
I just have one objection.
Yes.
I'm not cheap. I'm just poor.
Yes, you are a poor peasant. Whatever. Cheap, poor city. Okay, now we have 3 sides to work with. 2 X's and 1 Y. Now we have 3,000 feet of fencing road. In optimization, we have 2 equations, our primary equation and our secondary equation. Our primary equation is what we have to work with later once we derive it. But right now we are going to solve for y in our secondary equation. Okay, so since our secondary equation is for perimeter, we have 2x plus y equals 3,000 feet of fencing. Okay, now we have, once we solve for y, we get y equals negative 2x plus 3,000. Okay, now we have to plug in this y into our primary equation. So before we move on. So we get a equals x times negative 2x plus 3,000, which equals negative 2x squared plus 3,000x. Okay, now that we have our modified primary equation with part of our secondary equation plugged in, we derive it. Deriving it, we get negative 4x plus 3,000. Now we're looking for what x equals, which would be our critical value. So we have to make it equals to 0. Once we do that, we get x equals 750 feet of fencing. After that, we plug in this number into our secondary equation to solve for y, which is 1,500 feet of fencing. Now, just to make sure this is the maximum, because I'm not jipping you here, I want you to get all that you can. I want you to get Carly. Now, we have to use our second derivative test. Second derivative test says when we get the negative answer, once we derive our original thing, we get a maximum. So same here, once we derive this again, we just get negative 4, which means it's maximum. Okay, now let's see how much area we have to work with. Let's see how much we have to offer that greedy Mr. DeBroglie. Once we plug in our x and our y, we get, for our area, we get a equals 750 times 1,500, which is equal to 1,125,000 square feet. Now we say that our largest field will measure 750 feet by 1,500 feet. Now that is optimization. I did not jib you.
How much do I need to pay you again?
We'll discuss that later. We're friends right now. Drink your drink, drink your drink, drink your vodka.
Yeah.
So, I say that I love your dog so much. Yeah,
I told you no.
I have farmland to offer you a very large farm.
Farmland?
Yes, sir.
Okay, say that again. Okay, how much? How much?
Let's just say that it will really appease you and that.
Hurry, just tell me how much.
3,000 acres.
3,000? You said 3,000.
Yes.
Hold on. I have to think about it. 3,000.
What's your choice?
Okay. 3,000. 3,000. Okay? Deal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a happy life.
Goodbye, Father. Hi, Sarah. Oh, thanks.
It's trust me every day. My love for you is more than all those years.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
Yes.
If I can kill her now, I might still have a chance with Bok Choy.
You speak to me. I know this will be temporary.
Oh! Oh! Oh, Bok Choy! No!
Is this the dead guy?
Yes, that's him. That's
Is the dead guy?
Bok Choy. That's Bok Choy.
Oh, what?
I think he's
still
hurt.
making. He's still making the sound.
I think he's
still making the
hurt.
sound. Let me check the pulse. No pulse.
He bled a lot, as you can see.
He definitely did.
Are you sure?
He did.
Are you sure?
He did. He did. Let me make sure. Let me get my calculation board.
Are you sure? So you were standing right there.
Okay, okay. And do you know how far the door was? Let me see the slow motion tapes really quick. I'll be right back.
But
Okay. So here we found out the gravity is 9.8 meters per second. Okay, meters per second. And then I integrate that so I get negative 9.8 t plus c. And at that we found out that at t equals 0, the bullet's going to be going at 50 miles per hour. So it'll be negative 9.8 t plus 15. And to integrate that one more time, we can find the position. So we get negative 4.9 t squared plus 15t plus c. Okay? And at time equals 0, the bullet is going to be at 6 feet. Okay? 6 feet. So it's going to be negative. When you plug in 0 to this, we get c equals 6. So c then equals 6. So the equation would then turn out to be this. Okay? Okay. So we got that. Okay, and now, how I found out that how tall Pseudopath was, I found out through the slow motion tapes that at exactly 2 seconds is when the bullet pierced Pseudopath's head. That's when he has big gap in the middle of his head. Okay. Anyway, so I plugged in the 2 into the equation, and I found out he was exactly 16.4 feet at above where the Maryland was. Bok Choy got his at 16.4 feet. Okay, and then I found out the actual area of this actual whole thing and this length by integrating from 0 to 2, negative 4.9 t squared plus 15t plus 6, d of t, okay? And I found that integration and I found it to be 28.3 feet, okay? That's total distance traveled. And then I found the max height of the bullet by finding the derivative of this equation, which turned out to be negative 9.8 t plus 15. And then to find the critical value, I set it equal to 0. And when it equal to 0, the t is 1.53 seconds, okay? Okay. Max height, at that point, if you plug it into this equation, you get it to be 17.5. Okay, bueno. And yeah, that's how I found out how Pseudopath got shot, right in the big head of his, big dome, grande.